Every time I lock in, every time I want to better my life, every time I'm trying to do better for myself, every time I'm trying to be better and want to be better in life, it's always something that happens, something that messes me up. Hold on, I need my camera to follow me. Every time I'm trying absolutely my hardest recently, and I'm saying maybe 6/1 2026, right? Is when I fully engaged on we're going outside every day. We're trying to get outside, get active, and we have a goal. The end goal is for me to be a part of the Creator League. The Creator League is something that is basketball oriented. I love basketball. There's a basketball within right here of me. That's how close a basketball is. So I'm taking strides and leaps towards that goal. And every time I get closer to my goal, there is always an injury. There's always a fever, a sickness, a person, a something that gets in the way. So I'm going to let you guys know this one right now. So most recently, I've been outside every single day. Every time I got on stream, we were doing something on camera. That was holding me accountable. That was something that was allowing me to not only be held accountable, but also other people can see my progress or see what I got going on, and they can somewhat have motivation for themselves, either if they're at work or when they get home or wherever they're at in the world. You're seeing me on camera, you're seeing me get on that treadmill, or you're seeing me on camera and I'm out in the world dealing with social anxiety, social awareness, and being around people in environments that make me uncomfortable, or being outside at the court, at the public community court with the white folk. And over here, I'm just trying to get my shot right. I'm trying to get my dribble packages better. I'm putting myself in uncomfortable situations in the front of a bunch of uncomfortable ways just so I can get better. In this amount of time, this shit has happened over the span of through the entire time I've been just trying to better my life. Every time I go outside, I know and I have to be constantly reminded that I have a weak immune system. Every time I go outside, I'm reminded constantly that my immune system is not what a normal human beings is. My brother's is perfectly fine. But when it comes down to me, dude, it's more like if I go outside, it's a risk. And keep in mind, every time one goes outside anyway, it's already a risk because you don't know if you're going to come back home. That's a real statement right there. But when it comes down to me and going outside, from the moment I went outside, perfectly fine ish, perfectly normal ish, not sick, I've had 110 fever, right? But when I go to the doctor and go get checked up on, I don't have a fever. I'm just having fever-like symptoms. Now I got some virus in my system, but I don't have no COVID. Never have I ever had COVID. But I also never took that needle in the arm. No, I never got that. Never ever got COVID. But my family members, they even took boosters. They got COVID. Apart from that, parts of my body get swollen. That's normal. You work out real hard. You do good work out real things. You would think a knee gets swollen, your foot gets swollen, an ankle. Parts that are completely unrelated, that don't get touched at all, a part of these workouts and a part of what I'm doing, get injured. My underarm. You would think, oh, I'm doing this, is rubbing up against something. No. My underarm just decided it wanted to get swollen. Just decided one day. And these are, once again, hiccups in the road that become bumps in the road, that become big ass boulders in the road to my success. Because with this fever, I can't do nothing. With this sickness, with my head pounding, I can't do nothing. My right big toe, microfracture. Keep in mind, all I do is shoot. I shoot the ball. I take floaters. When I drive to the rim, I drive. My aggression when I drive to the rim is always high, never low. I always feel like I have, or I always fear that I'm going to hurt somebody. That's a real feeling. That's a real fear. I genuinely fear that I'm going to hurt the other individual. Keep in mind, these people might be trying to actually hurt me, and yet I fear hurting them on a basketball court, trying not to hurt it. Haven't landed wrong in years. Know my footwork, know my abilities, know my style, and still there's setbacks. And every setback is supposed to be a major comeback, or every minor setback. I'm tired of hearing that, because it's times where it's people that I don't have time for a setback because there's not enough time on the table, especially when you're a person that's serious and you set deadlines for yourself. I have some deadlines set, and some of these deadlines are really punches to the stomach, punches to the face type of gut-wrenching deadline when it comes down to where I need to be at, where I want to be at, the goals that I have for myself, or when it comes down to people that I wanted to be included in my life. I come and make this video because I know it's a lot of people that go through the same thing, that was coming to this video probably hoping to look for motivation. But no, I'm not motivating you. I'm telling you about my problem. I'm not even telling you how I'm going to overcome my problem, because I genuinely don't know how I'm going to overcome these problems that I'm facing currently. But I do make these videos to vent. And I do make these videos because I know somebody else is listening. And I do know that every time I lock in, every time I try to make a stride for greatness, every time I try to look myself in the mirror and say enough is enough, before this gets bad, there's always something in the way. I'm gonna talk to y'all in a minute. I appreciate anybody who came through and even listen and understand the poise and understands the passion in which I speak. Obviously, I could say, oh yeah, this isn't gonna stop me. Or I could be like, I hope I motivated you. But no, the only thing I really want at the end of these videos and at the end and when I'm done talking to you guys is that you realize you're not the only person that goes through what you go through. Your problem is not as unique to you as you think it is. You're not this 1 in a million individual. No, it's you and somebody down the street going through the same shit. I'm gonna get up with y'all in a minute. Take care of yourself, love yourself. And I'm out. Peace.